Jurgen, the man who deputised for you in the replay against Shrewsbury, has left the club and taken over at Blackpool, so just give us your thoughts on Neil Critchley taking on a new challenge.
Oh, congratulations to Blackpool and to Neil. It's a great thing. It's what I think a nice challenge for him, a nice opportunity for him. He wanted to take it. He asked the club. We said yes, of course. It's really nice because it shows that it's possible that you can make your way in as a youth or U23 coach as well. That's always what we wanted to have. We wanted to have the best people here in all different departments. That means in all the coaching roles as well. That means that there is some requests, or will hopefully be more in the future, some requests from other clubs, and that's exactly how it should be. We don't want to have somebody here for like 20 years who is doing the same job. No, it's exactly like that. I'm really happy for him that he got that opportunity, that he takes it, and a big club, and hopefully everything will go well.
And Jordan Henderson's absence, what impact does that have on the team as a whole?
He wasn't absent, he was in the dressing room, so just didn't play, like Millie was. And I really love how finally Hendo gets all the recognition he would have deserved maybe earlier, but Hendo's absence or Millie's absence was not the reason for losing against Watford. So it's never like this, and it will hopefully never be like that. We have had enough very good players on the pitch, and we didn't deliver. That's how it is, and we are not blind. We saw that. But yeah, it's very, very important, of course.
Yes, sir. And just in terms of the other lads, fitness-wise, obviously no Joe, Naby. Just wondering how much closer maybe Jordan is. Any other new ones? How's it looking?
No new ones, I think. And Millie's back. The others not. Is that right?
None of them.
Yeah, who are the others?
Joe, no Naby.
Oh yes, Joe. Joe and Millie are back. The others not.
We've spoken quite a lot over the last few years about rhythm and how obviously it helps you move through matches more fluidly, shall we say. So how do you see your team's rhythm at the moment?
All good. It's look. There are so many explanations for the defeat, and I know it's nice. Finally, you have some questions. I think it was boring over the time, and I was speaking always about the same thing. But I cannot now deliver just interesting answers. So it's not about the rhythm. It's not about that. We didn't play well. So that's the truth. And Watford hurt us in moments when we are usually in situations where we are usually much better. So it was a throw-in fight for the first ball, cannot block the cross, and on the right position for the guy who is finishing it off in the end. So 3-4 mistakes in a row that can lead to goals. That's nothing to do with rhythm. The next goal we concede in a situation where I think at least one, if not two players of us thought the ball is out. That's something, it's about mindset in this moment, how our concentration level, how ready you are. And we saw that for ourselves. It was not the day where we showed our best attitude-wise. Apart from that, it was anyway a very difficult game because Watford defended in a 6-3-1 formation, which is of course allowed, but quite a challenge to play against. But if you want to play against it, you have to play different, like we did. And I really thought in the beginning of the second half, finally we got it. Took a while, but finally we got it, and then we conceded the first goal, and then we conceded the second goal, and then it's not game over, but it's not that you can then build on a few good situations in the beginning of the second half. That's it. Nothing to do with rhythm, but it's, look, the situation we are in. If you wanna read a book about how to deal with the situation, you couldn't read a book because nobody else was in the situation before us. So the boys didn't lose, and I really had no idea how many games it was, but now I know it because everybody told me it's over now, and that was 44 games without losing a Premier League game. The Premier League game before Watford we lost was at Man City. It was because of 11 millimeters. Imagine we wouldn't have lost that game. It would have been a run of more than 60 games, which is absolutely incredible. Sorry?
And we'd have been the champions.
Yeah, apart from, that's not sure, but maybe, I don't know, maybe or not. But it's incredible. So now in this game, we didn't show, it's not that I know that we didn't play the stars from the sky in the game against West Ham, but that's not possible. We played 4 times in a row against teams who either fight for the league or with all they have, or against Atletico, if you want, a team who is not in the best moment or was not in the best moment in the league and plays a home game in a really interesting approach, where you're really defensive, orientated, massive, the formation-wise. So, and that's the most difficult thing in football. It's nothing to do about rhythm. Could we have done better? Of course. But it's not about now picking this game out, the Watford game, and so that was the sign that something went wrong. It's not like this. We have the chance to react, and that's how it is. The longer you are in a situation like this, the biggest challenge these boys face constantly. Everybody's fighting for everything, and we fight with questions we get asked about, is it over yet? When will you do it, and stuff like this. So it's not that we are really bothered about it. It's just a situation. That's over now. That's good. So we can concentrate again completely on football, and we will do that. It didn't distract us or whatever. It's just a situation. Nobody can tell us how to deal in the best way with runs like this, because not a lot of teams had it. That's all what I can say. I was not happy with the performance, but it was always clear that there will be a moment where it can happen, and now it happened. So that's how it is. Nothing else.
And I know obviously you've got a huge lead still in the league, and then there's been a couple of defeats recently. But some Liverpool fans be a bit paranoid about the fact that there's coronavirus around as well. All this, some getting teased by other fans about potentially the league being suspended or anything. Do you have a message for any paranoid Liverpool fans?
I don't think that our fans are paranoid. I think people who are not interested in us bringing up these stories. I can't believe that Liverpool fans are thinking about it, and I actually speak to Liverpool fans. If anybody wants to ask me about that and how much sense it would make to what is that? To delete all the results of this season and tell me who will play next year Champions League and stuff like this would be really interesting. A nice story. Always, obviously, some newspapers have always to write something, but when I saw it first time, I really thought, wow, really something. Somebody thinks something like that. So Liverpool fans are not silly enough to believe in these things.
When in your recent struggles, the focus always seems to have turned on the players you've not had available. We spoke about Endo, and on Saturday it was Joe Gomez. I'm just wondering how easy it is for those players who are coming in to replace those players, and whether it's a fair assessment to focus on them as much, or should give them a bit of leeway.
No, it's not fair, but it's the world. It's of course not fair. If anybody gave now Dejan Lovren the blame for our defeat, then I can't help these people. It's just... Look, a lot of times in my life I speak to people they know lesser than I about football. That's okay. I'm a well-paid Premier League manager. I should know a little bit more than most of the people, but it's on that level I cannot discuss. So you have to see the situations, yes, and it was a massive challenge for Dejan to play against Troy Deeney. So many other centre-halves in the world would struggle in these specific situations. And Joe had problems in similar situations before that. Probably everybody forgets it now in these situations, in that moments. That's how it is. But losing the first ball is never the problem in these situations, because Troy cannot score from there, where he picks up the balls from Foster or whatever. So it's all about the formation around that, picking them up. And I don't remember situations where they had then immediately a chance after that. It was the fight for the throw-in. That's the one situation. But we could have avoided that goal in 2 other situations on top of that. So it's not like that. So it's completely normal. And both Dejan and Joel played for us on this position. Sensational games. But like everybody in life, you need to be healthy, then you have to get fit, and when you are fit, you need rhythm. So that's the most difficult thing to get in professional football, because If you're out, you have sessions, stuff like this, but you don't play that often. So that's the situation. But he's an outstanding centre half. Who replaced then Hendo? Oh, Oxley. So Oxley is a super player. So that's how it is. It's always the same. That we didn't. If you can tell me one player on Monday night, no, when did we play? Today is Monday. Saturday. Oh, sorry, Saturday. Who played his normal level? I would be really surprised. And it's not because two boys played. They didn't play with them a week or two before. It's up to nothing to do. It's one of these questions which probably people ask when they don't know what to ask. Really, sorry, Carl, but you knew it before that it has nothing to do with that, and I made a really long answer of it anyway. Sorry.
Thank you anyway.
Welcome.